we had some challenges with churches surrounding, speaking of that kind of judgment,
Yeah.
surrounding churches when it came to losing hope. Um,
Can I ask before you get into that?
yeah.
Do you and your husband uh, are you practicing and are you very strong in your faith? Like, what does that look like for you folks?
So, I am Jewish.
Okay.
My husband doesn't, like, we both are kind of more spiritual, don't
Yeah.
practice a whole lot. Um, but when you're faced with this kind of situation, when anyone's in a foxhole like this, you definitely look for God. And that's what we tried to do.
Mm.
Um, when we got Hope's ashes back, which was just like a quarter worth of ashes back from her, I called 7 different churches to try to get her ashes blessed, and to try to have a funeral because we couldn't afford like a traditional funeral for her. Because I worked for a nonprofit, my husband worked for the school district. It just was not in the cards for us. So we were hoping that maybe, a church would have mercy on us. And I called 7 churches, and all 7 said no. Because she was a aborted child, they would not respect those wishes. And so that was incredibly painful. And then, when I was looking for support, again, working for a nonprofit, needing, I wanted like some kind of support. So they told me not to stray off those 4 phone numbers, but there's only so many times that you can call the suicide hotline. You really need
Right.
someone physically there to talk to. And so I found an abortion support group,
Mm.
or at least what I thought was an abortion support group, phone number, and I called it. And this guy was really empathetic and told me to come meet him at this church with a pastor. And so my husband and I did. And they let me tell my story, and then they got up in my face and told me, we might pray for your daughter, but you're going to go to hell for what you did.
Oh my goodness.
So that kept me from looking for any more support or any more help for about 2 months.